Yes.
Okay, so after you've filled out grade calc options, grade calculation options, then the next thing you're doing is setting up categories, and that's assuming that your school asks for weighted categories. So my sample is decided here. The topics, the categories here were discussed with my English department, and then I sort of molded them to fit my style of teaching. So I've got tests, modules, vocabulary, independent reading, and the final exam. This is often decided by the school district. They will tell you how much it has to be weighted. And then the rest is talked about with your department. So you can see those are the weights. And what I'm doing is now I need to go into the computer and tell it what to make everything worth. So I'm going into categories, and I've already created the categories. So I have citizenship, final, independent reading, modules, teacher assistance, and I'll show you what that's for, tests, quizzes, projects, and vocabulary. But if I needed to create a new category, you just go into add, and you would title whatever the name, let's just say that we had a grammar category. And you would click on whatever class periods you want that applied to. So let's say first period. And then you're saying here how much it's weighted. So what's the percentage? Let's say 5% is what you want to make it worth out of their overall grade. And then the sequence just means when you're putting in grades into the grade book, what do you want to be first in the sequence? And most teachers make quizzes and tests the first thing that they see. So if this is kind of worth the least amount, we could just say that it's sequence number 6. So it's the end of, as you're scrolling over, it's the end of the grade book. And then you're going to leave these blank where it says exclude from calculation and drop lowest percentage score, leave those alone, and then you would hit save. So now I've got a grammar one, and it tells you exactly what classes. So I'm going to delete that because I don't actually want it, but that's how you create the category. So for this semester, since I already have this established, I just need to make sure that the actual correct percentages are there. So for us, the final exam is worth 15%, and that is applied to all English classes because it was determined by the school district. And then for freshman seminar and peer helpers, or for you, it could be like an advisory class or homeroom, the school will also tell you how much the final is worth in that class. For Reno High freshman seminars, final is worth 20%. So you can actually make it worth different amounts for each class period if you need to. So that's an option. So that looks right. And then I'm going to go through just through each of these sections. Independent reading should be worth 10% for everybody, which it is. And so that is how you set up and determine how much each category is worth when you're doing weighted grades. Cool. So then